closer to me. Yeah, yes. Just like that. A little more. You must have suffered all these years. The man places a cup of coffee in front of the door for the girl and shows her the book she has wanted most. We're literally deleting Arcana out of the plot. He said, this ain't about her. This is about the moment I met my soulmate, okay? I can't hold back anymore. I just can't. Hello? In that moment, Label sees it. The light pouring out from behind the man. I effing knew it. And the man standing before her. I'm scared, chat. Why'd they take the music away? You got me saying ladder and ladder, realizing I can't say ladder. You're gonna blame me for that? You're gonna blame me for your skill issue? How the hell are you supposed to say them? What are the alternatives to saying ladder and ladder? I can tell the difference. Collateral damage. Ladder. 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 I actually have to think about the T. I am saying it with the T. Ladder. 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 Ladder, 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 the ladder, 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 ladder. The more you say it, the weirder it will sound. I mean, like I can feel the difference in my tongue. But if there's anything that I've learned about streaming is that sometimes I think I sound a certain way, and then I hear myself back from like a VOD, and I'm like, So that's why chat. That's why chat had the issue that they did. I don't want to talk about that. All right. Sin editor. Yippee. 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 Man, is this really what we're gonna start with? Damn it. Is this really what we're gonna start with? I'm mentally fragile right now, Shift Up. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I am mentally fragile. This is a punishment. A punishment handed down to me. That is all. Now, moving on. We will begin with the judgment of two Nikkes affiliated with the bestseller squad, Arcana and Phantom. First, failure to comply with security protocols pertaining to unauthorized information. Ayo, that's not us, is it? Are we the failure? Did they get in trouble for that? Second, attempting to conceal the matter without properly assessing the severity of the issue. Third, unauthorized access to information that could disrupt order within the Ark. Hey, yo, did we get them in trouble? An investigation into past cases identified two precedents with a 65% similarity. What were the precedents? Both cases resulted in identical rulings. I thought we had permission. I mean, technically speaking, wasn't it like Ingrid or someone who gave us permission? Not necessarily not necessarily the Ark, I guess, potentially. I don't know. Accordingly, the judgment is rendered as follows. Phantom and Arcana, members of the bestseller squad, will undergo memory wipes. Pause! When the hell was this? Also, that's not fair. Arcana already goes through those dailies. She already gets daily wipes. What more do you want from her? Label? Label? Wait, does she not? This concludes the judgment. Next, for the remaining Nikke, we will proceed with the judgment of Label. First, failure to comply with security protocols pertaining to unauthorized information. I think the definition of unauthorized is dog water. I think unauthorized varies from person to person. Second, providing sensitive information to an unauthorized individual for personal reasons. Third, exposing highly sensitive information based on personal judgment, thereby compromising security and stability within the Ark. An investigation into past cases was conducted based on the above findings. As no identical precedents were found, judgment was rendered at our discretion. The ruling is as follows. Those are like the scariest words that can come out of this woman's mouth. Our discretion. I don't trust their discretion for jackety jack squat. Oh man. Now, my question also is this a, what's it called? Is this a flashback for something that happened before this? Or am I seeing a preview of something that happens later on. Label's status is to be maintained. Uh-huh. This concludes the proceedings. What? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does her status mean? And Nikke, wait a minute. Logically speaking, shouldn't I receive the harshest punishment? I was the one who committed the gravest offense. So, why is my status not affected? If all of your memories were to be erased, there is concern that a similar incident could occur in the future. Hey, yo, that's effed up. That's effed up. It's giving Mary a little bit. It's giving Mary and the you will carry the weight of your sins. But in this case, you're gonna be the one to remember so that y'all don't repeat it. I have determined that preserving the memory of this incident is the best course of action to prevent recurrence. Huh? This, too, is a form of punishment, Label. From this point forward, you are to preserve these memories and devote yourself to ensuring such an incident never happens again. That's effed up! Back then, I had no idea that having to bear those memories alone, rather than having them wiped, was a punishment far greater than any other. Hey, yo! Okay, but Banger, okay, Banger though. Some Banger music to remove the trauma, like, damn! I can't even marinate in my trauma for long enough. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hold on. Let it cook. Oh, that was chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. 10 out of 10 for that little laugh. 10 out of 10 for the little laugh they just threw in. I love that. That was so good. Sin editor. From tragedy to banger is the Nikke way. Oh, she lives so nasty. This looks like a depressed girly. This looks like a depressed girly who doesn't leave her house. Was Mary judged? By Mustang. Ooh. The mushrooms. The mushrooms. Okay, but like, stop. The freaking effects, the particle effects. That's like a mixture of odor and flies and dust. That's so good. That's so good. Check out her magazine. I see it. I see it. What the hell else are you expecting? Do you want from her? There's only so much you can do when you're by yourself, alone, sad, and apparently you have to hold on to memories of trauma that nobody else remembers. Inspection stamp. Some realities are hard to accept, and sometimes hiding them can be helpful. All right, you know, valid. Replace. I reject your reality and replace it with my own. Whoa. Where's the other one? Locked book. A padlock exists to hide something, but if no one is there to open it, its meaning gradually fades away. Hey, yo, these items are kind of sad, though. No, because these effing items are kind of effing sad. Oh, this is giving me Arcana. This is giving me Arcana and the Forbidden Library and Herman and Memories Teller. The whole concept of like, if no one is left to remember the thing or pass on the story. Okay. All right, here we go. In the dead of night, when everyone should be fast asleep. Scratch, 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 scratch. If I hear scratchy noises, I'm gonna assume it's my cats. And if I see my cats next by me and they're asleep and they're not making the scratchy noises, I'm going the F to sleep. Like, we're not investigating. Nope. I don't hear nothing. Not a thing. I guess 2 nights in a row was pushing it after all. I haul myself up and make a cup of coffee. Skimming through a few documentaries piled up beside me. Resource Collection Mission Interim Report. Quarterly Resource Supply Overview. Resource Supply Plan Performance Report. Resource Supply Status Analysis number 49.
Seeing the towering stacks of documents is enough to make my head spin. If only someone would just fall out of the sky and lend me a hand. Careful what you wish for. Yeah, right. Like that'll ever happen. Do you really think that, sir? After everything you've been through? Very well. I shall grant you your wish. A genie? Is it a genie? Or is it my sleep paralysis demon? Huh? 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 Ah! Hey, yo, imagine your sleep paralysis demon talking back. Ow, my back. It's just Phantom. I've gotta be more careful when I use Quincy's routes next time. One small mistake can lead to an accident like this. Phantom? Oh, it's been a while, monsieur. What are you doing here in the middle of the night? This is what she operates. What do you mean? I was passing by your room along my route when I heard your heavy sigh. I was just passing by. Where were you going? How could I ignore such a cry for help? I want to go into Quincy's tunnels. I wanna know where they go. Where do they lead to? Do you think she has like a dragon den? Just full of like caves and knickknacks? Shut the hell up, chat. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. As soon as it left my mouth, I was like, oh God. So, what seems to be the problem? You can tell me whatever it is. I'll do my best to help you. Quincy tunneling adventure sounds like a fun minigame. What if it's like the old Pokemon game with the, was it like secret bases that you had to dig for? Or like treasure? Well, the truth is, I briefly explained my current predicament to Phantom. The underground in Gen 4. I don't remember. I think it's how you had to like dig. You could like dig for treasure, but then you could also like dig for like your secret base. I see. Ruby and Sapphire? Probably. It was definitely like one of the older games. You can also find fossils. That sounds right. You are quite fortunate, you know that? Why is that? What's 20 years old? It just so happens that the Phantom Thief standing before you is rather skilled at organizing documents. She's like, that's my day job. Ah, I see. Hey, what What's with that look? Is this your first playthrough? It is. Are you doubting my words? No, it's not that. I just find it fascinating that a phantom thief can be skilled at writing too. Come to think of it, Phantom's day job is a librarian. She would definitely be a huge help with handwritten work. Isn't her spelling isn't it atrocious? All right then, would you help me? Just the words I've been waiting to hear. Now then, monsieur. Prepare to witness with your very own eyes the information processing prowess of Phantom. She's about to give you more work! Sapphire Ruby had the secret bases. Diamond had the archaeology. Paper ASMR. Scratch, scratch. Ooh. Phantom unleashes her abilities and clears the mountain of paperworks in no time. You know, she's probably getting the rough draft. She's getting everything done through a rough draft. First pass. Which is better than nothing, I suppose? But you're gonna have to clean up after. Yeah. You're amazing. Diamond and Pearl are 20 years this year. Don't tell me that! It's still too early to be surprised by this. I took psychic damage just now. Diamond and Pearl were my first Pokemon games. Hang around me long enough, and there will be plenty of surprises in store. I was born in 2000 old. More it took me until then to get my mom to get me a DS to actually play it, Pokemon games. And then I had to backtrack. I'm starting to see you in a new light. Thank you so much. Well, if you ever find yourself in need of assistance again, you know who to call. Ghostbusters! Well, I should get... At that very moment, one of the documents she organized flies towards me. Phantom! Make your escape! She tried her best. She tried her best. Surface resource exploration report. I mean, technically, if you speak it out loud, it gets the point across. The pH is what kills me. The pH is what gets me for F. Written by Commander. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Comendor. She's just a little Spanish, maybe. Encountered a low-level raptor during the exploration on the surface. I mean, technically speaking, the point is getting across. Crap, okay. I don't... she lost me. What is... Scud? Scud? Nikke? Squad? Wait. She was doing good. She was doing good. Damage rate below 5%. Scud? Squad? Relevant data secured. Remaining hostile. Forces eliminated. Hostile. Hostile? Hostile. How did you even write that? Resource recovery target. 25% of the request. I feel like it's getting worse. No, because like she doesn't even... She's not even consistent with the things that she's misspelling. Like every time it's misspelled, it's a different way of writing it. Oh, no. I was so overjoyed at the prospect of getting help and forgot one crucial fact. Phantom is an absolute menace at spelling. I love that description. Also, I'm pretty sure Red Rappi has a advise session exactly like this, where she's like complaining about getting help doing like paperwork from Neon or something. And then it's like, I learned something, Commander. And we're like, what is it? That sometimes getting help just gives you more work. What is it, Monsieur? Is there a problem? Take a look at this. Hmm? Oh. I forgot to run a spell check. Okay, so wait, so she was typing it? But those were scratchy noises. And so, Phantom departs after correcting every document with me. I mean, that might have still gone faster than you've been doing it by yourself. I don't know. After submitting the paperwork, I fall into an unusually deep sleep. That's a stress sleep. I know about those. Red underline. She said the little red underline was getting annoying. So sweaty. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. What do you mean by that? The unpleasant feeling of being drenched snaps me awake. Oh. How long did I sleep? I hurriedly grabbed my phone to check the time. I've slept half the day away. Yeah, I know what that feels like. I throw myself back onto the bed. With half-lidded eyes, I stare at my phone. Out of habit, I open the news app. As I scroll through several articles, my finger stops at one headline in particular. I appreciate the realism of like when you realize that you've slept that much in. It really is like, oh, well, damn, there's nothing to do about it now. It's already halfway. 90% of surface resource recovery target achieved. An astonishing achievement led by the Ark's commanders. The article states that all the commanders who participated in the recovery operation secured over 90% of their resource targets, achieving remarkable results. Who the hell were the rest of these commanders? Huh? Something isn't right here. In the most recent mission, we didn't even reach half our target. Come to think of it, since the start of these resource recovery operations, the targets have been unreasonably high, nearly impossible to achieve. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh my gosh, we really are getting into the propaganda. To alleviate my growing sense of unease, I send a message to a certain librarian who works where all of the Ark's information is gathered. Phantom, do you have a moment? A fan of the books about phantom thieves. I adore her. I adore her. Oh, Monsieur. How may I help you? I wrote a report yesterday. And I think a news article came out based on it. The only thing is, some of the information doesn't match. Is that so? Yeah, so I wanted to check something. Do you know where the reports, written by the other commanders, are compiled? I'm not exactly sure, too. But I believe they're kept deep inside the library. That's where Arcana works. That's right. But the one in charge of receiving the reports isn't Arcana, as far as I know. Then who is? There's another person who works deep in the library. Who? She's just unapologetically French. I feel like that is the route we were going with on these translations. The third member of Bestseller. Label. Now that she mentions it, I do remember there being 3 members in the bestseller squad. A single monsieur and you're French for the rest of your life It's for the bit. It would be reasonable to assume she has those reports. Then can I meet label? I will send you the coordinates to her room first. Head there. And I'll let Arcana know that you are coming. Got it, thanks. I should head there for now. I leave the commander's room and head deep into the library. After passing through a maze-like series of corridors, I arrive at the coordinates Phantom sent me, only to find a junkyard. It's a door, but not the automatic doors commonly seen in the Ark. It's an old hinge door with a peephole. Is Arcana not here yet? My family's house that they're living in right now, it does not have a peephole either. I noticed that like a month or so ago, and I was like, hello? You don't have a peephole. It also doesn't really have like windows either that like face outward towards the door. So it's kind of impossible to look outside that door. Like you kind of have to get like a camera. Is Arcana not here yet? I try sending Arcana a message, but there's no reply. What do I do now? Right then, the lens of the peephole glints. Huh? It feels like something is watching me. Gotta be careful. Gotta make sure the light's not on inside. You have a stained glass window? Yeah, it doesn't even have that. Is anyone there? I guess no one's around? There is no sign of life inside the room. Just to be sure, I try to peer through the peephole. Stop. I've done this. The peephole is designed to look outward from inside the room, so it's hard to make out much. But one thing is certain. There's something purple on the other side. Well, see anything? Hold on. I think I could make out something. Ah, I see. Take all the time you need to look. I'll wait right beside you. All right, that's how you know the commander's not right in the head. He takes too long to realize things like this. He just got voices in his head for days. Sure, thanks. Huh? There we go. About time you turned around. Arcana. I also love the way she just like doesn't even poke him or anything. You know, to like announce her presence earlier. She just like creeps in like, what are we looking at? What in the world are you doing? I haven't seen you in ages, and when I do, you're peeking into another girl's room? I suppose this does look bad when you say it like that, but like, I can explain. I haven't seen you in ages, and when I do, you're peeking into another girl's room? I can explain. Can we? Fine. It's you, after all, so I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation. I mean, any other Tuesday, I cannot justify what we are doing. So, what brings you here? Phantom said you'd be able to help me if I showed up here. Huh? Hurts more because she actually trusts this man. Phantom said that. It's like mistake number one. She didn't tell me anything. Maybe it's a part of like the memories that she doesn't remember about us. You didn't read the message I sent you earlier. Did you check your phone? My phone? Oh? Oh my! That's a lot of missed calls and messages. I remember. I was wondering what the velvet skin or the velvet effing feather duster thing was reminding me of. It reminds me of Wedding Isabel. The hand motion reminds me of that one. That has been scratching my brain this entire time. I don't even know like what made me remember. I think I was staring at Arcana's like stomach, and then and my brain just started thinking of like different like stomachs and different like animations that I've seen for the different stomachs, and I was like, there was like the new one for Emma, and then oh wait a minute, and then it clicked. The brain catalog. Yes, the feather duster motion reminded me of the Wedding in Isabel. I just checked in. Yeah. We brain blast in the best of ways. That's a lot of missed calls and messages. I must have set my phone to silent when I went to sleep and forgot about it. Well, at least you checked it now. Uh-huh. So, to sum things up, the news report doesn't match what you submitted in your report. And you want to meet Label to get to the bottom of it. Is that right? Yep, that's exactly right. Funny coincidence. I'm actually here to meet Label too. You too. We're in the same squad, but she rarely shows her face. It'd be nice if the three of us in bestseller could stick together. But since that rarely happens, it can feel a bit lonely at times. They really are giving Eleg and Trony. At any rate, since you're here as well, we definitely have to meet Label today. Do you have a plan? I've got the perfect strategy for such an occasion. I call it Operation Enticement. Why does that sound like something Red Hood herself would have come up with? Operation Enticement? Yes. Watch closely. Arcana tiptoes up to Label's door. What? She fills the cup she's holding to the brim with coffee. The smell. She sets it down in front of the door and steps aside. Damn. That is... I'm gonna be so for real. I thought we were gonna have the commander take our shirt off and then like step in front of the peephole. Huh? What are you doing? Arcana? Shh. Just wait and see. We technically don't know she's obsessed with us yet. Well, I don't even have to assume she's obsessed with us. If she reads the books, then like hot people are hot people. The old door opens with an unpleasant groan. A thin, pale hand slips out through the crack and snatches the coffee. Did you see that? So she really was inside. How did they get footage? How did they get footage of me getting my DoorDash order outside of my front door? That is straight up how I have looked getting my orders sometimes. I would love to know what my freaking neighbor's Ring camera has caught of me. I told you, didn't I? I've observed her for a long time. Label only reacts to a few specific types of bait. So, I came prepared with my secret weapon today. Oh? Arcana pulls out a book with a strangely reddish hue. Ta-da! What is that? Hot blind impulses, flagrant displays. I've got a hot off the press new release. I wonder if anyone wants it. Huh? At that moment, movement stirs behind the door. I guess it's too bad if you're not interested. Looks like I'll have to return it to the restricted section. This new release was banned in the ARC for being too explicit. You want a peek Don't you label? Arcana grabs the doorknob. If you'd like, I could come inside and give you a tiny peek. It worked! Nice. It opened. The fact that like even she was a little shocked. Like why are you shocked, ma'am?
Whatever happens, happens.
Whatever happens.
There's nothing else to take. Reloading.
H persons even after the end of the world. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think I'd get this far.
See? Told you everything would work out.
Like, do they not have squad meetings? Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Oh, no. Hit me with the sad piano and the Once Upon a Time. Once upon a time, a very long time ago, Mukashi, in a dark, damp room that reeks of mold, there lives a girl. The girl loves staying in her room so much that she shuts herself inside and lives there. Then, one day, the girl stumbles upon an article about a man. Is she like self-narrating her life? Huh? The arc's hero and its hope. A beacon of light. Someone who reaches out a hand to every Nikke. Wow. Wanting to know more about him, the girl scours all the information in the world to learn more. He turns out to be even more incredible than she imagines. The more the girl investigates, the deeper she falls for him. Wow. She wonders if someday he might take her out of this place too. Would he extend his hand even to someone who had locked herself away in her room? And so, holding on to that hope, the girl begins waiting for him every single day. Days become weeks. Weeks become months. She literally was waiting! Quite literally! I need a hero, yeah! Like, get the soundtrack. 1 year becomes 2. But the girl never gives up. A lot of time goes by. Yet, whenever the girl thinks of that man, a bright smile spreads across her face. Yeah, no, I too am a little confuzzled about the timeline here. To be honest with you. Because it definitely does not sound like it's talking about us. She may be speaking in hyperbole. That could also very well be the case. Has it really been a couple of years? And like, how long have we... How long have we even been technically IRL? It doesn't... We have been through at least 2 Christmases, but those weren't full years. What was the newsworthy thing we did first, though? Yeah, I'm like also curious as to like, when did we start? Because the arc's hero and its hope, a beacon of light, someone who reaches out to every Nikke. I feel like we weren't that big, like that known. Stumbles upon an article about a man. The other thing too, though, technically speaking, I guess, is this could be like a Nikke magazine or something. Because like, why would the human magazine say someone who reaches out a hand to every Nikke? It's like how they talk about, I think Maxwell mentioned it before, how the Nikkes like know stuff amongst each other that doesn't get talked about a lot in public. He didn't reach out his hand to every Nikke, though. It would be very easy for the Nikkes to see it that way, though, since nobody really reaches out. It's either biased perception or there's a fan club out there.
When will we finally be able to meet?
Is anyone there? Oh, so she like lost her ish. She lost her mother effing mind. Behind the door. I guess no one's around? An adult man's voice, utterly out of place, echoes from outside the eerie confines of the girl's room. You know what? She actually could be exaggerating the years. Literally, one of the first items we saw on the home screen was like, I reject your reality and replace it with my own. The girl hurriedly peers outside through the peephole. Cabin fever. Like, it's been 2 months, ma'am. Huh? Could this be fate? Though she has never seen his face, nor heard his voice before. Wait, she doesn't even know what we look like? This magazine didn't even have a picture of us? An article about a man. Holy crap. She had no information to work off of. She knows it instinctively. I found you. He has to come find her. Oh my god. Just as I predicted. The one I dreamed of has finally come. He's come to take me away from this dark place. He has come all this way for me. Oh my god. What? What? What the hell? Stop, I can't. I'm totally like imagining this whole like 90s era effing shoujo moment where we have the flowers behind us and everything. That's right, Label. I'll get you out of this dark place. What? He could never have said such a thing, you say? Stop! That's so good! That's so good! She's like, excuse me, are you questioning the details of my story? No. The girl hears it clearly. His voice. Huh? The man who lingers by the door begins walking toward the girl. Did you even open the door for him, though? I'm gonna be real with you. Label. This is like one of my fan fiction pet peeves is when you do little crap like this. And like the little in-betweens that take like one sentence to join together moments. It's like, how did we get in the room? When did the door open? Offering up pure shit the hell up. It is a not enough build up. It's not about build up. It's literally just like connecting one thing to another. Like I see this a lot during conversations when someone's like sitting down, right? They're like sitting on the couch, but then suddenly they're like talking inside of like the kitchen and you're just like, wait, when the hell did we move? I thought we were in the I thought we were in the couch. What's going on here? Before she knows it, separated only by the door, they find themselves face to face. See, that doesn't make sense, ma'am. How are you separated by the door and you find yourself face to face when he began walking towards you?
Yes.
Her face is pressed up to the peephole. But like, we lingered by the door. That to me implies that we were already by the door. You don't understand the vision? I understand the vision. I'm just trying to help her deliver it properly.
Closer to me. Yeah, yes. Just like that. A little more.
You must have suffered all these years. The man places a cup of coffee in front of the door for the girl and shows her the book she has wanted most. We're literally deleting Arcana out of the plot. He said, this ain't about her. This is about the moment I met my soulmate, okay?
I can't hold back anymore. I just can't.
Stop. I haven't done this since effing Mihara. Nice. It opened. Hello? In that moment, Label sees it. The light pouring out from behind the man. I effing knew it. And the man standing before her. I'm scared, chat. Why'd they take the music away? Hello, what?
You know what? Good for you!
She saw the man of her dreams. He got in range and she yoinked it. She said, come here. Oh my gosh. Hello? The toe. Husbando required. You know? She's been waiting for 2 whole years, chat. Longer.
I've been waiting for you.
You have?
There's no need to be embarrassed. I know everything about you. Even the fact that you came all the way here to find me.
You're not too off the mark, but Commander! Mistake number 1, you feed into the Delulu! right? Can you see it? I see things. I see things. This thick crimson thread that binds us together. I can't. I can't. I can't. My brain is on the Rapunzel right now. That was a crazy line. You smell amazing. You even wore cologne for me? Or is that your natural scent? I like it either way. You're perfect. Shut the hell up! No, I haven't done this before. I steady a label on her feet as she clings to me. Let's just calm down first. Okay. If that's your command. Wow. You're coming on awfully strong, Label. She just now processed her presence. Arcana? What are you doing here? Long time no see, Label. I feel like this right here is the depiction of two different types of fangirls. Both are very big fangirls of the commander. But one spends her time on a section of the internet that's not all of interest to. And the other one can actually show her merchandise in public. You look like you've been doing pretty well. It's been so long since we met. No wonder you're flustered. Book Talk girl versus Wattpad girl. I feel like some Wattpad girlies became Book Talk girlies because they never had an intermission in between and just like digressed even more. One uses Instagram and one uses AO3. Are you worried things might be awkward between us? Well, don't worry. I've come to brighten your day. I will tear down the walls you've built up around... Rest in pieces. She tried to give the Eleg to Trony speech and was immediately rejected. herself. What the? Was it something I said? I honestly don't know. Arcana, let me break it down to you, okay? As someone who also spends a lot of her life in embarrassment, okay? You were written out of her plot line. Her entire scene was about her and her soulmate meeting. You were not in her field of vision. So, her witnessing that you were not only there, but there the entire time to witness her at her peak down battery utterly crushed her, left her in shambles. And she had to run away back to the cave. Her reaction does seem pretty strange. Right? It feels like she's acting guilty or something. Oh, you know, and then there's also the whole memory situation. I think I need to get to know Label a little more. All right. I'll leave it to you. Commander really saw the girl glump him and was like, yes. I need to discover more about her. I'd love to help, but if I stick around, she'll just stay like that forever. I get it. Label seems friendly towards me, so it shouldn't be too difficult to approach her. All right. I trust you've got this covered. Just don't get too close, or I might get jealous. Okay? I'm gonna be so for real. I can't make a single promise. Whatever happens when you step foot into the trash heap, I cannot commit to that promise.
It's time to punish the sinners. I'm waiting for nightfall. Like this and like that.
Award for Nikke's understatement of the word friendly.
Here to steal.
Very friendly. We can, what's it called?
Did you see that? How was it? It was cool, right? Did you fall for me?
She's so effing cute. What's it called? Thought's gone. I got distracted by that voice line, and the thought just. A few days after meeting Label. Is it already tomorrow? I've cleared my schedule, so I can head back to the library. As I ponder how to approach Label, Oh. Who'd be texting me at this hour? Oh my god. What in the world? Oh. Are you really looking at my profile right now? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you read my messages. Label? Yes, it's me. Label. How did you get my number? Oh, th- that. The flood of messages coming in at light speed abruptly stops. You don't have to explain if you can't. Anyway, are you free tomorrow? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Huh? I knew it! How are we this in sync? What do you mean? Actually, I was planning on inviting you to a tea party tomorrow. A tea party? Yep. Somewhere very elegant, with a great atmosphere. I thought you don't leave your room. I don't really know what this is about, but it feels like a perfect chance to have some alone time with Label. All right, sure. I knew you'd say that. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. I'll send you the address. See you there. There are two types of texters, chat. Paragraph texters and these. I'm a paragraph texter. This stresses me out because this puts it to where people can interrupt you at any point before you finish your sentence. and then what happens? I've got a bad feeling about this. I alternate depending on the emotion I want to convey. Same, but in that case, I like tell them, like, "Hey yo, don't interrupt me, please. Like, let me get the thought out." But I should get some sleep and get ready for tomorrow. I intentionally try to interrupt people when they're doing that. You a-hole. Ah, yes. A very elegant room with a great atmosphere. There's food I brought from my room. The mushroom food? And then the highlight of the tea party. Me. This is perfect. I prepared so much. He'll love it, right? I set this all up for him myself, after all. What does she do? Put it on the computer screen? Oh. Finally. He's here. Huh? Is this the right place? Welcome. Even better, she imagined it. You know.
I will punish all wrongdoers.
One man's palace is another man's dumpster. You ever hit the creaky board? No, you always knew how to get around it. Think they ever saw and just didn't say anything? I mean, I feel like there are sometimes things in life between a parent and a kid that just goes unsaid. And that's fine. You know? To maintain equilibrium. I will not discuss it, and you will not discuss it. I thought you said we'd be somewhere elegant with a great atmosphere. I look around. We're in a space that's closer to a storage room than an actual room. Dusty boxes are piled up everywhere. And on top of them sits the food labeled prepared. Commander, shut the hell up. She's doing her best. I've always wanted to do this. A tea party together with the one I love. I do find it very adorable that out of all things to do, a tea party is just one of them. I'm not the only one who's happy right now, am I? You're happy too, right? Yeah, I'm happy too. I do really appreciate how there are certain personality types that the commander instantly clocks and like knows that it is better or like safer potentially, I guess, for their mental well-being to just like go along with it versus like doing what he does with like Laplace and Drake, for example. I think those two are good examples of when he goes along with it versus when he's like, that doesn't effing make sense. Why would you do that? I knew you'd say that. And Alice? Alice, he always goes along with Alice. Laplace and Drake, he only sometimes goes along with them. And I think a lot of the times he's like, look, I'm gonna sit you down when I say this. No. Oh, right. You gave me a drink last time. It's time I return the favor. Hey, yo, that sounded a little thick. That didn't sound right. What'd you just pour? What's this?
It's a special coffee brewed by me. I think.
Hey, yo, how long ago did you brew this? The coffee label serves me looks unusually...
Would you like to try it?
Unusually thick. Hey, yo, I have a very sensitive tummy. He's committing. He's committing all the way. All right. The liquid that touches my tongue carries none of the familiar fragrance of coffee. Instead, a strong, fishy bitterness overwhelms me. There's a good chance it's past its expiration date. No, because like I feel like this is the absolute cope. he too is rewriting reality. Because expiration date would have absolutely nothing to do with mother effing fishy as a taste description. Like, no. No. Ugh. Where does the fishy come from then, video? So I have two thoughts. One of them, I would think,
No.
even Shift Up wouldn't. And then the other one reminds me of literally everything that they have done. Marketing wise for this girl's entire character identity, and I don't know anymore. Like I like, you know, there's been a couple different things that have transpired in recent events that whoever was like the unhinged guy on the team, they're letting them have more moments.
Do you like it?
If I remember correctly, in the original Korean, the word used can refer to the taste of fish, spoiled food, and exactly what you're thinking of. Like, again, there have been times before this where like Shift Up has like done things or said things that you're like, damn, that's wild. You're crazy for that. Well, you know, they kind of worded around. They kind of wordsmithed it a little bit. But then after, you know, recent chapters and then straight up, like this entire girl's, like, what I remember from her burst animation and her marketing materials and like everything, they were like, ha ha ha. We don't get to do this often. We don't get to be this direct this often. So like, F it. Yeah, we'll do it. Label looks at me expectantly. And he still went for it! The commitment! With great effort, I managed to choke down the coffee. It tastes incredible. And so the tea party begins. I spend time with Label waiting for the right moment to ask her some questions. Well, it's not Label's milk. That would churn straight into cottage cheese. Is it okay if I ask you something? It's like even if you had the purest intent of typing that, my brain is in the trenches. It's in the gutters. It's in the sewers. It's not coming out for a while. So anything and everything read will be taken at 2 angles. At last, you want to know more about me? Something like that. That's great. Fire away. I'll tell you anything. You live in the library, right? Yes, that's right. I appreciate that, again, Commander clocks and recognizes that she is a sensitive soul. She is delicate. She will run back to her cave very easily. So you must tread with caution. You must ride the waves. Go with the flow. I live deep inside the library. Then what kind of work do you do? What kind of work do I do? Yeah, I'm suddenly curious. Yeah, you could say I keep records of the information in the Ark. It's nothing important. You don't need to concern yourself with it. Anyway, would you like to try my favorite cookies? I'm sure you'll feel great once you have a taste. The cookies look awfully dark. Label's heart still seems closed for now. At this point, I need to find a way to put her at ease. Really said we need to raise the relationship meter. A few days later.
He's not here yet, is he? Well then. That jacket he left behind last time. I'll just use it until the end of this week, and then return it. This is the best.
What are you doing?
She's nesting. Ah! Ah! Hi.
If it's not a good time, I can come back later.
No. Please stay. You came to save me, after all. I can't turn you away. Get in the nest, Commander.
A few more days later. In front of the door to Label's room. Having made no progress, I make plans with Label again. She's probably waiting for me in the storage room by now. Which means there's no one in her room. Ruh-roh. There might be information inside. You're gonna trip and fall into some pile of something that you're never gonna be able to wash off. It's never gonna come out. I know it's wrong, but it should be okay if it's just for a moment, right? The thought flashes through my mind. He finds like a shrine made for him. A shrine would be like the last of my concerns. I would generally be scared of stepping in something or falling in something. That would make me just want to like actually jump into the fire. Suddenly,
Huh?
oh,
You came to save me again. I'm so happy.
Uh-huh. I try approaching her room several times after that. But Label always appears behind me, as if she knows. In the end, I'm unable to obtain any special information. As if she knows. Like that spidey sense. It's like you're either actually getting stopped or you're actually getting stopped. Oh my gosh, what a banger. Uh-oh. We finally got the book 2. In a dark, damp room. Label is buried under a mountain of reports. She organizes the documents in an instant. She compiles the statistics, slides the documents into envelopes, then seals them with tape labeled censored. Hey, yo, does she actually do this professionally?
Good. All that's left is to deliver them.
After completing her work, she returns to a familiar space to wipe away the memories lingering in her mind from the day's work.
It's cold.
Label lies down on the bed protruding from a large cylindrical machine. She closes her eyes as if resigned to her fate and folds her hands neatly in front of her. Memory wipe procedure initiated. It's dark. She is bereft of all thoughts and emotions. This moment might be the most comfortable part of the entire process. Label wonders cautiously. Ah, it's you. The one who left us to die like dogs on the surface.
Who are you?
Back from doing a job?
Yes, but...
I'm the Nikke you erased from your report.
Huh?
The probability of a commander dying in their first operation is 70%. In a squad where the commander's chances of living are that low, what do you think the odds are for a mass-produced Nikke? And yet, what did you report instead? A successful operation with 3 injured and 0 dead? Don't make me laugh. I saw it with my own eyes. At least 30 died out there. Let me ask you just one thing. Why did you do it? Why?
I just... They said doing so would keep the Ark at peace.
Peace, huh? I see. Peace is nice. But what about them? Before Label's eyes, piles of corpses come into view.
No. I'm sorry.
We're disappointed in you, Label. Label stands in the center of the memory wiping room. Before her, Arcana and Phantom lie side by side in front of the machine. So disappointed. What happened to us is all because of you. It's such a shame, Label. We truly trusted you. No. Well, this one's giving more nightmare than the first one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Memory wipe complete. Hey, yo, what was that sound, though? That didn't sound good at all. Are you free today? Stop, I'm getting effing Boom the Ghost flashbacks and the stupid farewell. You've come to save me again today.
I will protect you.
Damn! It got me. Probably getting too close to a mind switch. I think Arcana's supposed to. That's exactly what I was thinking. Because it sounded very staticky. And during Arc Guardian,
As usual,
when Snow White was going through her mind switch, there was like this television static background sound almost the entire song that plays. So it makes me very, very curious as to like when she's getting her daily mind switches, does she have openings where memories kind of like leak through and come up, but then it's like pieces and shattered, and some of them aren't even like real memories, and she can't like tell the difference between that like reality and like what's real and not in her mind, essentially. And that is a really effed up thought. I meet Label every single day, but each day is nothing more than a repeat of the last. I haven't achieved anything of note. Could you sit over there? Or over here? I want to watch you eat. Up close. Sure. You wouldn't be the first one. this keeps up, today will be another bus like the others. I realize I need to get some information before it's too late. Hey, Label. Are you not close with your squad mates?
My squad mates?
Wouldn't it be nice if we all had a tea party together?
Well, I suppose so. But it still feels a little awkward. And more than anything else, there's no reason for them to get close to someone like me.
Does there have to be a reason?
Of course. If I were to approach them without thinking, and something happened to the both of them,
What sort of thing? Did something happen between you guys? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
I see. You knew all along, didn't you?
What are you talking about?
Yes, that's right. I guess there was no hiding it. Someone as high-ranking as you would surely know about it. No. Something like that must never happen again.
Label, are you okay?
No.
Label doesn't seem to hear my words. She begins backing away towards the exit.
I think that's it for today's tea party.
Oh, the trembling, the shaking noise! Label lifts her teacup with trembling hands. Oh! Are you okay? You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be?
Stay here. I'll go find something to clean this up.
No. I'll take care of this myself. You should head back. Broken glass is very dangerous after all.
Oh, yay, Paul! Yay, boy!
I see. So that's how she reacted.
Yes. It was as if she's suffering from some kind of trauma.
A trauma? And you think we're involved somehow?
I'm only asking to be sure. Nothing ever happened between you guys, right?
What are you talking about?
We barely ever see her. How could anything have possibly happened? Arcana's right. We haven't spent enough time together for there to have been any history between us. No, because this is a wild conversation to be having with the squad who regularly gets mind wipes. Like, what do y'all remember? This is tough. Now that I think about it, I do remember something strange. What is it? The three of us first met on the same day, at the same time. Yet, Label has been avoiding us ever since. Aww. Oh, no. It's as if something happened between us. That was when your second life started. Which means Label already knew all about us. That must be it. Perhaps something happened before you all met. I suppose so. Otherwise... It always takes me a second to, like, calibrate in my brain that she's using her monocle and not her mask. Like, every time I see Phantom, I'm just like, wait. Someone must have tampered with our memories. Huh? They gasp. Don't get so worked up. I'm only speculating. Well, either way, we'll have to hear it directly from her. That seems to be our only option for the time being. We could keep racking our brains, but it'd only lead to more speculation. I'll leave it to you, monsieur. All right. Steeling myself, I send Label a single message. What's the message? What's the message? What's what? One message? One message to determine your fates. What
My
is it?
blood's pumping.
Reloading. Like this and like that.
Potatoes. Fish. Also, Crystal, thank you for the resub. And happy 12 months.
Class is over. What do you say we go back and enjoy the festival again?
Phantom is only smart with her monocle and a Phantom Menace with her mask. Ah, yes, I forget. The glasses makes you smarter. Conspiracy. Label seems to have seen my message, but she doesn't reply. I can't afford to keep waiting like this. So I head for the library once again. It's not a conspiracy. Bahamut told me so. Would you jump Would you jump off the cliff if she said so? Yeah, I know you would. Never mind. Never mind. Don't answer that. In front of Label's room. I take a deep breath. I'm just about to knock when... The door opens, but no one is standing there. Hell no. Huh? A sound comes from below, and I look down. There? Label is lying flat on the floor.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I've been thinking. It seems I've created... It seems I've committed a grave offense. I'm sorry for disappearing so rudely before. What can I do to make you feel better? I'll do anything you ask.
Uh-oh.
If you tell me to lick your shoes, I'll lick them. If you tell me to crawl between your legs, I'll do it. Just please.
You know what? Even in the midst of it, she refuses to not let an opportunity pass her by.
Don't abandon me. I'm sorry.
Label, calm down. I managed to calm Label, who is clearly not in her right mind. I'm not angry. You can trust me.
Really?
Of course. There's no way I'd get angry over something like that.
Oh. Thank goodness. I'm sorry for doubting you.
And stop apologizing. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. I'm sorry for apologizing.
I knew it.
Oh, no! I'm sorry for apologizing.
You can't just tell someone who's a chronic apologizer to just stop apologizing.
I knew it. I didn't think things through. There's no way you'd act like that.
Oh no, were we in one of her funky nightmares?
Because you're the one who saved me.
Oh. You keep mentioning the word save. Do you really think I'm the one who can save you?
Of course. You and I are bound by fate. How could I have ever doubted you?
Then tell me. Tell me what happened. And how I can help you.
Huh?
Oh no! Oh no! Deep down, the girl carries a faint hope. Given how high he has risen in the arc, maybe he is the one who can lighten her burden. She spoke of salvation without really knowing what it meant, and now wonders if he might reach out a helping hand to someone like her. Trust me. She had been so terribly weak back then. This is so funny to see in this context. Because I feel like Nikke usually does like a get all of the scene out and then switch to like the inner monologue if they have to, and then go back to the scene, like instead of like a back and forth like this. But then like in a book, this is how this scene would be done, where like the inner monologue is like interwoven into the conversation. Unlike what happened with Phantom and Arcana, she wondered if things would be different this time. But it's you. The one who left us to die like dogs on the surface. We're disappointed in you, Label. We truly trusted you.
Okay. I'll tell you about the work I do.
Label hesitates for a long time before finally speaking. Her job is to organize and compile the reports written by commanders and Nikkes. Using the data collected, she compiles various statistics. That's all you do? What do you mean that's all?
Of course. I would never lie to you.
I'm not convinced by her answer. What gave it away? The smile, the laugh, or the sweat drop? It feels like she's still hiding something. Can't you trust me? Can't you trust us? Uh-oh. If something's troubling you, tell me. That's right. If something's troubling you, please tell us. Oh. We won't resent you for it. This scene feels awfully familiar. A sense of deja vu washes over her. You have to tell me so I can save you. The man extends his hand to the girl, just as she had always dreamed. this is the moment she longed for. But the unnerving sense of deja vu makes her hesitate. Oh my, you must be Label. Nice to meet you. I'm Arcana. And this is... Phantom. So, you're the new recruit? It's a pleasure to meet you. The girl can't remember her life prior to becoming a Nikke. All right, hold on. Let me sit down. Let me. Let me sit down for this one. But one thing is certain. Huh? It's the first time she has ever felt another person's warmth. No, because like the do you mean like even Aren't you going to shake my hand? Nice to meet you too. That's more like it. Was she like a shut-in even back then? Like her human life? Zero people interaction? I look forward to working with you. Label. Well then, since we're all here, why don't we take a photo to mark the occasion? Sounds like a fine idea. Great. Would you step over here for a moment? Label, what are you doing over there? Come over here. Oh, coming. All right, I'll take the picture now. Let's see. Label, could you smile a little more? Oh, like this? A bit more. Like this? There we go. All right, don't let her take a picture like that. I gotta. 1, 2, 3. It's the first time she has ever felt the warmth of another person. Because of that, the moment feels all the more precious. Her heart begins to open. Tell us, Label. What's going on? It feels like you've been spending more and more time in your room. I'm trying to figure out the squad correlation of their names. Does it have to do with the new work you were assigned? Oh. It's nothing. You don't
need to worry. Can't you trust us? Hmm?
Arcana and label make sense? How does Arcana's make sense?
That's right. If something's troubling you, please tell us.
Can mean secrets or mysteries. The Arcanum, the hidden tombs, the labels we put on forbidden or censored texts, the Phantom of the Opera who had his work stolen.
Hey, yo. Whoa. Oh.
I feel like you had to kind of finagle Phantom into that, but like I see it.
Whoa.
I didn't know the squad had this type of... Yeah, it's definitely like one of the more... Phantom still doesn't make sense to me despite that description. It definitely is like a bit of a reach. Not a reach per se, but like it's... She definitely still is a bit of an outlier compared to like the other two. But I get like the group narrative. Based off of our scene. That wouldn't like really correlate her to no, actually it would correlate her, I guess, if you still kept the Phantom of the Opera. Like they both kind of mean the same thing. She's a phantom thief. The Phantom of the Opera speaks of an author that comes back to claim his stolen work.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
No, I like the description. I like the description a lot. Because the thing is, like, even if you correlate her, like, other identity with, like, Lupin, that's still, like, a thief. Which I feel like kind of... the Phantom of the Opera angle can like kind of go hand in hand. Like, she can do both. But no, I like the idea there. Like, they're definitely one of those squads that there's a less obvious direct correlation that requires like a little bit like more context.
We won't resent you for it.
The girl thinks it over. These people might truly be trustworthy. Maybe they can help carry the weight in her heart. Well, in that case, could you come to my room for a moment? I'm sorry. Because of me, both of you. Okay, so, oh, damn. Damn. How'd they find out? It's such a shame, Label. I thought we were closer than this. Oh wait, no. Is this pre-mine? You don't need to feel guilty. We would have done the same in your place. Okay. Yes, it's disappointing. But surely you don't think we resent you. Stop. Freaking Label's nightmares have her in the prophet mode. She's remembering these memories like a freaking prophecy. No full pictures allowed. We get our memories wiped every day anyway. But this time, the memory wipe... It's fine. Even if our memories disappear, you can always come back to us again. Just like when we first met. Huh? We'll see you later. We'll be off now. Right. They didn't resent me. They trusted me. Yet, what I did to them was... In that moment, the girl makes a vow. No one will ever be hurt because of her again. Ever. I can't tell you. Everyone who's ever put their trust in me has. Always has been. It's like, man. Label has been obsessively hiding her work, acting as if it must never be exposed. Like, the thing is, like, getting upset with the Nikke seems like a pointless endeavor. Because she's, like, not... She's, like, under programmed orders to, like, think the way she does and stuff. And it's like... How the heck can I get upset with somebody for doing something that, like, you don't even truly comprehend what your actions are? Programmed and made to do with the CG. Yeah, it's like... So I can't even really, like, get upset with her. So much as, like, the people who ordered her to do it. And... I need to see more of these effing judges and, like, all of these times they reference, like, the higher-ups. I need to start seeing faces. I need to start seeing some more faces so I can have a image in mind for who constantly pisses me off. If she can access the reports written by commanders and Nikkes, it would be easy for her to alter their contents. I organize my thoughts, and my suspicions begin to harden into certainty. The work you're doing. Not to mention, no matter how much you hate her decision, she's ultimately protecting. No. Out of all the reasons to try, that is not an excuse that will work with me. Because of her programming her programming has such a stupid, extremely narrow scope of what it means to protect the Ark, what it means to be an Ark citizen. You know? That excuse does not work with me. Because you're like, oh, it's for humanity, but like, not that section of humanity or that section of humanity or not. Just these humanity. Just these people specifically. Just them. The work you're doing, you're altering the contents of the reports, aren't you? How did you know that? Because he read it and said that's not right. No. And Nikke protects the Ark, not humanity. But like, no, not even. Because she was willing to cut out like an entire section to the crystals. I hate what she's doing too, but the fact is it does. But no, it doesn't. That's my whole annoyance with it. Is that she's protecting the Ark asterisks. She's protecting the people in these offices specifically. No. You can't. You know what will happen to you if you know that information? What do they do? What would they do? Come at me. I really don't know what they would like. What would happen if you F around with my brain? I don't even know how my own body works anymore. If you mess around with my brain, who's to say I'm not gonna just recover it all? Label begins shaking like a leaf. No. So, this is how it all ends. Even you. Once again, I've hurt someone I love. I knew it. I never should have approached you. I never should have loved anyone. It only leads to misery in the end. Label. Bring her back. Bring her back into the light. As the girl breaks down, the commander pulls her into a silent embrace. Everything's okay now. Ooh, that would hurt me. Ooh, that that would hurt me. After all of that, someone comes with a hug. It's over. I'm a mess. I'm distraught. That's a KO.
No. It's not okay. Ansem and Arcana trusted me. If you knew what happened to them, you wouldn't.
Label. You know me well, don't you?
Yes.
When we were in that room together, what did you see?
What?
You said you'd been waiting for me.
I saw the Ark's hero and its hope. A beacon of light. Someone who reaches out a hand to every Nikke.
And the one who would save Label. That's far more praise than I deserve. But I'll accept it for now.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
This might sound a little arrogant, but I'll make it clear to you. All right, let's go. Let's go. What? The hero. Ah! That's the kind of cheese I love, Commander. The hero of the Ark won't break so easily. It's true. It's true, though. We physically cannot. I'll hold on to your hope until the very end. All right. No, he's going full main character in my romance novel. At those words, the shattered glass, which had done nothing but hurt others with its sharp edges, slowly begins to piece itself back together. Applause! Take notes! I also get Cindy vibes a little bit with the broken mirror.
What should I do?
I give you my word. So don't worry. Speak freely. What troubles you?
What I told you before. That wasn't a lie.
You said you organize and compile reports.
Yes. And I compiled the statistics too. At least, that's what people are told. In reality, it's a little different.
Label hesitates for a moment, then speaks.
I manipulate information that could threaten the Ark's stability and release it to the media.
Yeah. Girly pop, I think we already guessed that a long time ago.
Huh? Adjusting any negative information in the reports? That's the core of my job. For example, the number of casualties, unstable supply levels, things like that.
power outages caused by the Ark's failing infrastructure. Ooh. I like the multiple references being made. Like, all right. Invasion, Boomsday. Every time we had a moment that was like, well, something doesn't add up here. When something goes wrong with the Splendoman. Ah! Stop. This part right here. Truly, every like instance of what? How did we just move past this? Are we not talking about this? She's like, it was me. I'm so sorry. Or when raptures infiltrate the Ark. I had a hand in all of it, I think. What ends up being reported often goes against common sense. Yeah. I like the way how she points that out. She's like, it doesn't effing make sense. It really doesn't. In the reports, those who never returned exist only as numbers. Whenever stuff doesn't add up, it was labeled. What's messed up though is the fact that like she's carrying on the weight of this when like at least for like those big incidents that she's calling like attention to, she was just like the messenger. She was just like the one typing up what people were telling her to do, you know? Because we heard when Nikke said that on her end. So I guess Nikke was like telling Label, this is what we're going with. And I falsified even those numbers. So, instead of simply being dead, it's as if they never existed. Damn, is there any way at all you have records somewhere of the originals? I know there's like the secret library, but damn. Oh. No one remembers them. Also, getting this off the tail end of Arc Guardian. I wonder how long Label's been around. They've vanished from everyone's memory. Same time as Arcana, it seems. That's not true, though. You can scream at me if you want. I deceived and manipulated the people in the Ark. I stole the truth from them when it was their right to know. I stole the truth from them. She joined after Arcana and Phantom, and we're told which number caretaker Arcana is. We're told library caretaker wise, but that doesn't necessarily mean it correlates to her job, like in the squad. I say that knowing like how Sora's been like looking for like the goddess of victory, or sorry, the wings of victory with like the collectors as like a side thing from her like squad. You don't remember all of it, do you? No, it's not like that. After my work is finished each day, I undergo a memory wipe. Oh, that does make so much sense, actually. Okay, I feel slow for that one. Yeah, okay, yeah, that would keep her from keeping the original stuff. So the details are all a bit fuzzy. I deprived them of their right to know the truth. And you're okay with that? Of course. I'm helping the Ark. Oh, no. Oh, no. Do you remember? The day the video was broadcasted on the Dome of Eternity? Ooh, that's, ooh, why are you bringing that one up? I've heard of it. People panicked. That year, the death toll skyrocketed. That makes Boomsday? Well, they had already... Ooh, that's not Boomsday, necessarily. Boomsday was the... where is it? Power outages caused by the Ark's failing infrastructure. That's Boomsday. This was something that happened before that. Like they both D-Arc Hero and Boomsday referenced this event, but it was like like early Arc. Not early Arc, but yeah. The truth is, we're all trapped in the Ark. Ooh. Ooh. But we aren't strong enough to face that ugly truth. Once again, I love whenever Shift Up gives us crazy lore around Annie or New Year's. And then the follow-up of it is always so effing good. Because Art Guardian literally had the whole like, yeah, I'm pretty sure when they sealed these doors, they did not expect to leave. People did not expect to like come back out, like higher ups wise, you know. General population, you had more people like Nora, who didn't know like how long they would be there, but like people in charge, they were like, nah. When we lock it up, it's done. We're staying down there. And then following that up, the truth is we are trapped in the Ark. whether there will be enough food for the day, or if there will be power tomorrow. Many in the Ark don't have the luxury to think about the future. So they chose to cover it up. Until the day we reclaim the surface. So people wouldn't lose hope. Sometimes I wonder if this is really the right thing to do. But if being the villain means everyone else can be happy, then someone has to do it.
Rainbow! Rainbow, sweetie, I don't think you're meant to be a villain, though.
And that alone is enough for me.
Nah, she's like being controlled by actual bad villains that we don't like.
It's a heavy burden. That's why I was afraid when you first approached me. I was scared that what happened with Phantom and Arcana would happen again. So, something did happen between you guys. Be the villain? No! I don't quite like that term in this case. Because this is like one of those like moments of she's not the mastermind behind it. She's like a minion to the actual villains whose intentions are most likely nowhere near as pure-hearted as hers. But she does, from what I have gathered about Privity, she does mirror some of Privity's thoughts and like we have to maintain order. Like even if it's not the best way, we're in a situation where I don't know, going like the crow method would potentially F us up more, do more harm than good, if you will. Yes, that's right. Like, as much as I joke about, like, man, F the Ark, burn it down, blah, blah, blah. Like, where are they gonna go? They got nowhere to go. The responsibility of manipulating the Ark's information was weighing heavily on me. And the two of them reached out to help. They got sight? No, they don't. When I say they, I mean the average Ark citizen. The average Ark citizen is not going to be able to survive that effing trek. I never should have accepted it. I was foolish. I didn't realize the full weight of my responsibility. And I ended up passing that burden onto both of them. That's why you've been avoiding them. Reflects D and K. A little bit. Yes. I don't deserve to face them. I selfishly shifted that burden onto them, while shamelessly keeping all the memories to myself. Shamelessly? You didn't want to. Honestly, even if the people did know how bad things really were, would they even be able to do with that information? It's not like they're in a position to just overthrow the CG. I think yes, this is true, which is why the commander is so dedicated on power and moving up and stuff, because he also realizes like he is but a small component still in the grand scheme of things. I think the main issue is that even if you take away the CG, there's a lot of sovereigns and stuff who are not like directly a part of like the CG. Like even if you take away like one aspect. Oh, which event was it? It was one of the Kill the Lord ones, I think, where this exact kind of thing happened, but like on smaller scale with that one company, where it was like, even if they killed the guy who was in charge, there were people who took over after him. And so it's like, there's definitely a power vacuum there, that there are still more people that have more power than us at the moment that would just step into their spots. But one thing is clear now. What's that? They don't resent you. But they've suffered so much because of it. If you were in their shoes, would you have acted differently? Label. Being able to remember isn't a curse. It's a blessing that lets you create a better future. If you keep saying things like that, I hope you'll cherish not just me, but the two of them as well. I like how he slipped that in there. I like how he was like, okay, now I'm gonna take your affection and just move it over there. Don't you want to go and be with them? Yes, I do. Also, there's something I want to tell you. There is? To me? In a gesture of utmost sincerity, I bow my head. A sign of respect for Label. And the burden she bears. You can't come at me with this after the Oswald moment. You can't come at me with this after the effing platoon leader and Oswald and For the lives still remaining in the Ark. And for every sacrifice that disappeared without ever being named. Thank you for all you've done for humanity, Label! Thank you, Label, for protecting the Ark. Ugly sobs! Ugly sobs! They even cut the music to say it like, The moment the girl had dreamed of had finally become reality. Oh, we love to see these old girlies who have been holding really long burdens finally get a little thank you, a little recognition. Damn. No, thank you. Please stay with me always. The girl was no longer afraid. With him by her side, she feels like she can accomplish anything. However, her obsession, which only grows stronger, is a story for another time. Damn. I feel like she kind of reflected D, like specifically with the whole like shoulder that burden, bear the cross with me like component. But while D keeps her fanfics to her like mission briefs, this girly does not care to keep it down packed. She's gonna reveal it for the whole world. Oh. We asked Monsieur for help as a last resort, but in the end, nothing changed. Yeah. Well, he is human after all. There are some things he simply can't fix. Are you outside? You're gonna make the hermit go outside? Yeah. It can't be helped. Let's call it a day. Yeah. What are you looking at, Arcana? Are you paying attention? Arcana? Are you even listening to me? Oops. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. I understand how much this hurts. But zoning out like this isn't good for you. But still, how am I not supposed to be upset? I really thought we might finally get close to her. Again, why are we outside? Like, yeah, we want her to be outside, but like, baby steps for a hermit. Meet her in her tea room first. Oh no. Moping won't solve anything either. Let's leave it at that for today and talk about this again later. I think they're just outside talking. It sounds like they were waiting outside. It can't be helped. Let's call it a day. Unless they're like waiting for like a text message. All right. Phantom supports Arcana as she sags limply, guiding her to the entrance of the library. I love her. She's such a drama queen. a drama queen. Phantom's just dragging her. Jeez, Arcana, you weigh a ton. I wish you'd walk on your own. Huh? Phantom, what did you just say? I could have sworn you said something terribly discourteous towards a lady. Oh, Jesus. What was... Hey, yo? Oh, I'm sorry. I was helping my colleague and didn't see... Okay, she just bumped into her. Okay. Oh. Huh? Label? Yippee! Yippee! She's outside. She's in the library. This is her home. I'm sorry. The girl musters up her courage and approaches them. That's outside for her? I don't think so. I feel like she never had a problem with like being around the library. And it's more like being around them in the library. But the moment she comes face to face with them, fear overwhelms her. She squeezes her eyes shut and collapses to the floor. Label? Thank you. Thank you, Label. Huh? Your bravery means more to us than you know. Ah, friendship! Oh, we love friendship! Those warm words she hadn't heard in a very long time. She got 3 thank yous over the course of like 24 hours. Startled by the unexpected response, the girl cautiously opens her eyes. And before her, her reality. Aren't you going to take my hand? Come on, get up, Label. Oh. Once again, a hand is extended towards her. Label struggles to hold back her tears. This is giving, like, her whole, like, reality thing. This is giving, Silent Voice. Silent Voice ending. When he, takes his hands off his ears. But in Label's case, she's, like, opening her eyes to the reality in front of her. Welcome back, Label. Aww. Hey, I've got an idea. Since we're all together again, why don't we take a photo to mark the occasion? Ah! And then it crosses her mind. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad to go back once more. Damn. We're only put here to suffer. Okay. Back to their warm company. Send
editor end. Ah! Ah!
Jesus. Oh, not the secret folders. Not the hard drive. What the hell is this? Evasion is the halfway point. So I call them amateurs, mavericks. Yeah, but even with that, story mode is like, you can breeze through it with no effort really at all. Alright. Not everyone gets over the volleyballs with the power deficit she had at that point.
Ein agenda! Ein agenda! Keep the Ein agenda strong! Don't sleep on Ein! My goddess of victory!
Alright. Let's see. Hard mode. After that incident, with Label's cooperation, I gathered accurate data on the Ark's food supplies and other resources. Going all the way back to the Ark's inception. The amount of resources collected by the commanders, including myself, was absurdly low compared to our targets. Ooh, commanders put in the dots together. He's starting to scratch out all the white out. It's a miracle the Ark has even survived this long. Ooh. What would happen if this fact became public? A sense of dread flashes through my mind. I'm getting Lord of the Flies. You mean to tell me I could have died how many times? And once again, you can't effing retreat to the surface. It's still not safe up there. Wanting to clear up the doubts that have been piling up over the past few days, I go to see Ingrid, who's in charge of supplies and logistics. Oh, actually, damn. What is her POV on this? You don't usually reach out first. So, what's this about? I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but Label told me about what she's been doing. I see. You're calmer than I expected. Well, this falls within what I anticipated. Oh yeah, I was gonna say it. At this point, I feel like Ingrid just expects all of the dirty details to start coming afloat. And she's just waiting for when. Once you got involved with Label, this was inevitable. Are you going to punish her? According to regulation, this can't be overlooked. Someone has to take responsibility. Then I'll... Right. I'd figured you'd say that. I'll let this one slide. Hey yo, Mommy Ingrid? What does that mean? What does that entail? You already know dozens of secrets that could shake the Ark to its core. Knowing one more won't affect its operations. I mean, yeah, she's right about that. Besides, I'm well aware of the burden that she carries. From what I've heard, it doesn't seem like you ordered it. That's right. It was Nikke's request. She concluded that releasing all incoming information to the Ark as is would have a severe impact on the citizens' mental state. I see. Is that all? Given how much preparation you've done, I doubt you came here with just one question. That's right. I explained to Ingrid what can reasonably be inferred from the data. I'm worried that CG's gonna try and get us Johan soon. I have multiple concerns about higher ups. Like we're about to get effed up. It's just a matter of when, yeah. Like how long are they gonna actually let us F around how we've been effing around? I figured that as this person in charge of the Ark's resources, you couldn't possibly be unaware of this. We've been staring at that clock for a while. Like, label us terrorists. That chose Nikke over humanity. Like, we've seen it done multiple ways now. And we've also seen, multiple heroic figures get immediately, hero to public perception. Like with Matisse and Johan, goddesses, it's so easy. It's so easy for them to flip on us, no matter how popular we might be. A sharp observation. The Ark is a vast underground city. From the day it was built, humanity has sourced all manner of resources from the surface, not just electricity and food. However, the success rate of surface operations has remained low. As a result, the resources we obtain are woefully insufficient. We're consuming far more than we're gaining. Oh my gosh, I get goosebumps. The way they talk about the Ark's inevitable demise, those cookie crumbs they've been feeding. Like all the way back to like Boomsday and like all of Eleg's little like side comments and campaign, and then even like more recently Booms the Ghost. Like when she made that passing remark again about how the arc's a big ticking time bomb. Like it's funny how excited for our inevitable doom and annihilation. I mean, it's not like when it happens, everyone would be like dead immediately. It'd be like the power went out. And now all of a sudden, someone who has never camped a day in their life might need to learn how to start a fire. You know, like, what the hell? Like other means of, what's the backup plan? Does anybody have a backup plan? Has anybody started making a backup plan for when this happens? Precisely. Crown has a plan. Crown has a part. Crown is a very, very, very important piece of the backup plan. But the kingdom is not at a state whatsoever to just suddenly take in the masses. They haven't even planted the seed yet. Like, Crown has a plant. Crown has seeds. This fact has been true since the Ark was first created. How the hell were y'all using up stuff when no one was even in here yet? So far, we've somehow managed to maintain the Ark. Thanks to the surplus resources brought in during the initial migration. Let me put it this way. The seeds take time to grow, exactly. Grossly insufficient supplies. Ever-increasing demand over time. If those two factors persist for decades or even centuries, what do you think will happen? We're gonna run out. I'm sure you already know the answer. Yes. Everyone has turned a blind eye to this uncomfortable truth. But deep down, they all know. The Ark doesn't have much time left. Just seeing it written out like that. Like, it's one thing to imply it. Alec has been implying it, and like Alec and Trony, they put those dots together like a long time ago. But they always did it in a way that was like, dot. You know? Yeah, like, don't wanna outright say what could happen, but we've been gathering some data. And actually seeing it written out, the Ark doesn't have much time left. Ooh, it's happening! It's happening! It's probably gonna happen sooner
by prayer is
if
always fair.
the 6-0 keeps effing around.